not gonna use my brain.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a vacation.
I'm excited.
Where are you sailing?
The BVI, British Virgin Islands. So
Oh,
my
yeah.
friend's husband is a skipper. So he's gonna drive the boat, and we rented one and got it filled. So I'm excited.
That's excellent.
I just told him I'm not even gonna use my brain at all. I just want you to feed me and carry me around. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, how long do you think that will last?
I just want to be like, dum dum. Okay, let's do this. I will spotlight myself, I suppose, and mute you guys. And if you want to turn on any music or anything like that, go for it. And then let's start laying down. How about, so lay down on your back as you're ready. Where's my, all right, lay down. If you want to stretch or move, wiggle, go for it. And then eventually, just come into either constructive rest pose, so feet apart, knees together, or if you'd rather, feet together, knees apart, or reclined cobbler's pose, so whichever one you prefer. And just rest your hands somewhere intentionally, maybe on your belly, maybe out to your sides, maybe one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Just take these first few moments to transition from whatever you've been doing today, whatever you're doing later. Just transition to your own time on your yoga mat. So letting everything else fall away. Anything you need to figure out, it can wait. And for now, just feel your body laying on the ground. Feel the weight of your body on the ground. Feel your breath rising and falling inside of you. Expanding and contracting. And just start to really bring awareness more inward. So notice just how your body feels inside, physically, energetically, and emotionally. Not trying to change anything or control anything, but just simply noticing what's present, what's there. And then as you are ready, friends, draw your knees up towards your belly. So lift your feet up, draw your knees in. Just take a little rock from side to side. As you start to rock from side to side, start to drop into your Ujjayi breath. Start to hear that gentle whisper noise as you breathe in and out. And let's go ahead, and after a few rocks, just let your knees fall over to the right side for a supine spinal twist. Left arm can extend out to the left, or maybe you goalpost your left arm against the ground and give yourself about 3 or 4 breaths. And after about 3 or 4 breaths on this side, just ease your way to the other side. So bring your knees through center. Maybe you even take a couple little rocks. And then let your knees eventually go to the left. Right arm extends out to the right. Gaze up or over your right shoulder. And if there's any way you want to work this pose in your own way, feel free. Just a few deep breaths. And then when you feel pretty even with your twist on both sides, let's bring it back to center. And once again, just hug your knees in, rock it out gently. After a few rocks, bring your legs to a reverse tabletop position so your knees are stacked over your hips, your shins are parallel to the ground. Bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers. All right, we're gonna do some yoga bicycles. So just like really, really slow motion bicycles. Take an inhale right here, flex your toes back towards your shins. And as you exhale, lift your right elbow towards your left knee and extend your right leg forward, pull your low belly down. Inhale back to center, relax your head back into your hands. Exhale, other side, left elbow toward right knee, left leg extends, pull low belly down. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. So continue these at your own pace, but go slowly, a lot slower than you would if you were in an exercise class. So yoga bicycles, really, really slow, lots of awareness. Every time you exhale, your elbow towards your knee, pull your low belly down as much as you can. Empty all the way out. Take one more on each side. So finish the round you're on. Take one more to each side. No rush, no hurry whatsoever. After you've taken one more to each side, come back to center, relax your head into your hands. Extend your legs straight up and lift your head up like you're trying to reach your elbows towards the ceiling, but don't pull on your head. So keep relaxing your head back into your hands. If you want to, you can extend your arms straight up like you're trying to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Pull your low belly down, scoop your tailbone up and see if you can lift your toes a little higher. Hold here, soften your face for 3, 2, reach higher, and let it all go. 1. Extend your legs and your arms long, full body stretch. Feel into the length of your sides. And breathe all the way down and stretch your abdominal wall. One more big inhale. Exhale, hug your knees in, rock side to side. And then after a few rocks from side to side, invitation to rock and roll forward and back a few times. So building up some momentum, rocking and rolling. And then eventually after a few rocks, a few rolls, we'll rock all the way up, cross our ankles and roll over our feet. So however you want to get there, or rock up, roll over your feet and come to your hands and your knees, tabletop. Once you're in tabletop, anything goes, any way you want to explore your body. Move around, cat cows, hip circles. We'll move into thread the needle in just a moment, so maybe save that one, don't go there. But any other exploration that calls to you. And as you explore, connect to your Ujjayi breath again. So if you've lost it, now is a great time to bring it back. Take just a couple more rounds. And then regular tabletop, neutral spine position. Let's take our left leg and gate our left leg out to the left. So like a half wide-legged straddle position. Left toe space forward, sole of your left foot is on the ground. Reach your right arm out to the right and then up towards the sky as high as you can. Breathe in. And then listen, exhale, thread your right arm through, but don't come down to rest yet. Hover your shoulder above the ground. Inhale, unthread, reach out and up. Exhale, thread it through. Reach, 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 hover and hold until you're empty. Unthread, last one. Breathe in, and as you exhale, thread your right arm through. This time, reach, 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 and then gently rest down on you, outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. And then any way you want to work this pose in your body for about 5 deep breaths. Any exploration, curiosity. Just feel the space in your back body in between your shoulder blades, back ribs. All right, last couple rounds. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted, bring your left hand back to the ground. Next time you breathe in, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up, all the way up, and then right hand to the ground. Now listen, my friends, you're gonna pick up your left leg, reach it back, pivot on your right knee, so your right foot comes off the side of your mat and open up to a modified side plank. So opening up, press your hips forward. You might reach your left arm forward, bicep next to your ear, and work the length in your left side. If you want, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Once you've got it, gentle leverage to work your pose. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, let your heart look up. Breathe. Make sure if you're holding onto your foot, you're spreading your toes as you hold your foot in your hands. Take one more huge breath. Nice work, and then slowly release hands and knees, tabletop. From hands and knees, come down to your forearms, set up a dolphin pose. So grab opposite elbows if that helps. Forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, or you can make a tripod if you want a little less intensity. Relax your neck, let your head hang heavy, and then curl your toes under and lift your knees, lift your hips, dolphin. So absolutely feel free to stay in your regular dolphin. You've got about 5 rounds. If you want to, here is an option for play. So this is from Forest Yoga. Walk your feet out to the width of your mat, nice and wide. Now take your left hand back to grab your left ankle. Left hand to left ankle. I think we did this last week. So left hand, left ankle, and then maybe extend your right leg to the sky. Connect to your center and use your strong right shoulder to hold you. Breathe. Take about 2 more rounds wherever you're working. Regular dolphin pose is just fine as well. Soften through your face, unclench your jaw. After your 2 rounds, let it all go and just take a rest. Child's, embryo, or hero. So if you want, you can sit up into a kneeling meditation. Just let everything soften for a moment. Let your shoulders soften. If you are kneeling like me, it might even feel good to roll your shoulders out or roll your head around a little bit. And then just in your next 2 or 3 breaths, we'll find our way to downward facing dog. So no hurry, take your time. Downward facing dog. And then walk out your dog, pedal out your heels. Feel into the length from your fingertips all the way to your sit bones. Take one more great big inhale into your down dog. And then with your exhalation, look to the top of your mat and find your way there into a forward fold. Once you have arrived, let's find a spinal extension, lift halfway. Breathe in and fold as you breathe out. Do that once more, halfway lift, crown reaches forward, butt reaches back. Exhale, let it go. And let's take it all the way up this time. Rise, arms overhead as you breathe in. And hands to heart center, exhale. Flow, inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive all the way down. Lift halfway as you inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Push the ground away, find your strength. And then exhale, slowly lower for 3, 2, 1. Find a back bend variation of your choice. So lift your heart. And then we'll meet in a tabletop position. Once again, hands and knees. So tabletop, spread your fingers, push down. Feel your strong shoulders. And extend your right leg out to the right. Gate your right leg. Toes face forward. Sole of your right foot is on the ground. Left arm then out to the left. All the way up. Inhale. Remember, we're just going to hover this time. So exhale, thread it through and hover. Reach, reach, reach. Feel your core engage. Inhale, unwind, unthread. Reach up. And again, like that, thread it through, hover above the ground, core is engaged, you're pushing with your right hand on thread, inhale. This is your last one this time. We'll come down to rest, so exhale, thread it through, reach, 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 then rest down outside of your shoulder and head, come gently to the earth. And work it on this side however you want, a few deep breaths. Thaw through your forehead, your eyebrow. Thaw through your cheeks and your jaw. Last couple breaths. And if you do have your right hand lifted, set your right hand back down. Next inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up. Exhale, left hand down, pick up your right foot and reach it back behind you. Pivot on your left knee so your left foot comes off the side of your mat. And then right arm up, modified side plank. Squeeze through your outer left butt cheek to your medial glute. Press your hips forward. Open through the front of your hips, front of your heart. Maybe reach your right arm forward next to your ear, bicep next to your ear. So lots of length in your right side. Final option, if you want, bend your right knee and reach back, grab hold of your foot. Once you've got it, work the pose with leverage. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can let your heart look up a little bit more. Keep breathing big, spacious breaths. Soften with your exhales. One last round, your personal fullest expression. And then let it go. Back to tabletop, nice and easy. And then down to your forearms, setting up another dolphin. So if it is helpful, grab opposite elbows, and that's how far apart you want your arms to be. Forearms parallel if possible. If it is better for you, then you can make a tripod with your hands instead. Relax your neck, head heavy. And without letting your elbows drift apart, lift your hips up. So hips as high as they will go. Keep hugging in with your upper arms. Stay in dolphin for about 5 rounds if you would like. Otherwise, option to walk your feet out to the width of your mat. So dolphin pose, feet come out nice and wide. Take your right hand back to your right ankle. Right hand, right ankle. Once you've got that, see if maybe you can extend your left leg up. Keep your left shoulder strong and connect to your center. Breathe. Use your core. Use your breath. 2 more rounds wherever you are at. Your leg is lifted. Out through your left toes. All right, after your 2 breaths, everything comes down and take a rest. Whatever feels good, child's embryo or heroes. So again, if you're sitting back into a kneeling meditation, maybe a little rolling out of your head or your shoulders, anything that would feel good in your body. Same thing if you're in child's pose. Maybe you walk your hands to one side. Maybe you roll your forehead gently against your mat. In your next 3, 4, 5 breaths, downward facing dog. Once you're back in your down dog, Ujjayi, fire it up, feel it and hear it. Great big inhale as you push the ground away. And then exhale, look to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Now let's rise, take it all the way up, arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, let's sit back into a chair pose, Utkatasana. So weight in your heels. Bring your feet together so your big toes touch and the tops of your thighs are squeezing together. Bring your hands to your heart. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist so you can get your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Press your palms together. Use that as leverage to work your twist. Keep reaching your butt back. Keep lengthening through your spine. Take one more deep breath. Sit a little deeper. Inhale, stay in your chair, but come through center. We're just going to switch sides. So twist, right elbow outside of left thigh. Press your palms together and see if you can work your twist a little further. Stay in your heels so you should be able to pick up your toes, wiggle them around. Spine long as you sit back. Breathe down into your belly. Twist, twist, twist. Last round. And then forward fold, bottom of your next exhale, let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in. Realign your spine and exhale. Plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat. Top of a push-up, inhale. Slowly lower, 3, 2, 1. Back bend of your choice. Lift your heart as you inhale. Take your time. And then however you want to get there, downward facing dog. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, stay or right knee, left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, right knee, right armpit, aim as high as you can. Inhale, 3-legged. And last one, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly. Step forward super softly, low lunge. All right, we're gonna stay low. Add a twist, left hand on the ground, right arm to the sky. So strong through your legs and strong through your core. Try not to put too much weight in your left hand. So with your strong legs and with your core, see if you can slowly stand up, but hold your twist. So left arm will be reaching forward, right arm will be reaching back. Once you are standing, bend your back knee to a hover, or you can even set your back knee down gently. All right, from here, friends, right forearm across your low back, square your shoulders forward, and then reach your left arm up. See if you can lift your heart and make a little back bend. So puff up your chest, tilt your chin up. Keep that bend in your back knee. Keep your belly strong, navel to spine, protect slow back. One more inhale. As you exhale, bring your left hand down. Bring your right hand down. Standing splits, right foot roots, left leg lifts. So lengthening everything. Hug in with your right inner thigh. Connect to your center. And see if you can lift your left leg a little higher, maybe spread through your left toes. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat once again. Set up warrior 2 legs this time, so pivot back, heel down, windmill your arms up. So right knee is tracking towards your right pinky toe. Your shoulders stack over your hips. Next time you inhale, reverse your warrior, front palm rotates up. Reach up, reach back, and lengthen your right side. Keep that deep bend in your right knee, and keep tracking your knee towards your pinky toe. Don't let it collapse in. This left hand can be on your left hip for extra support. Sometimes I like to reach my left arm behind me and forward. You can slide your left fingertips down your back leg lightly, gently. Breathe into your right side. Last couple of rounds. Strong through your legs. We'll bring it back to a warrior 2. So warrior 2, and then moving into a triangle. Straighten your front leg. And I'm going to shorten my stance just by about an inch or 2, so not much. Imagine there's a rope attached to your back hip, and it's literally tugging back. As it tugs back, you're reaching forward, so you're being pulled in 2 opposite directions. When you cannot reach anymore, only thing that has to change is your arm. So right hand towards the ground, left towards the sky. I'm bringing my right hand to my shin. You could do the same, or you could use a block under your right hand. Try not to put a lot of weight in your right hand. It's just there for support. You are more than welcome to stay here. This is your pose, triangle pose. If you want, option for a balance, half moon. So reach your right hand forward as you float your back foot off the ground. If you are in half moon, back leg is strong and powerful. Plant your back foot on an invisible wall behind you. Open through your heart, open through your hips. Wherever you are at your pose, last couple breaths. We're going to come back into a warrior two. So just ever so slowly see if you can land or return to warrior two. Once you're there, straighten your front leg again and parallel your feet. So all of your toes face the long edge of your mat. Arms reach up, breathe in. And take it all the way down as you breathe out. Hinge at your hips, wide-legged, forward fold. Anywhere you want to go for about 5 deep breaths. Just feel around. Use your breath, use your awareness to explore. Maybe find spaces that you didn't even know existed inside of you. Couple more. You can exhale out your mouth anytime. All right, my friends, let's come to a halfway lift. Fingertips on the ground, so bend your knees if you need. Then walk your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. From your low lunge, listen. Right foot roots down, all the way up, standing staff. So see if you can come all the way up. Left knee lifts, arms reach up. Once you are standing, left knee is lifted. Add a twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Option to grab the outside of your left thigh or knee. Option to press your left hand into your low back, leverage your twist. Stay here, or if you want to go for the full variation, grab your left foot. Personally, I like the outer edge. You can go for big toe if you want. Press forward through your heel. Keep squeezing through your inner thighs. Only extend your leg as much as you can without rounding your back. So if I get my leg straight, my back round. So I'm going to keep a little bend in my knee and keep pressing through my heel. Wherever you're at, even if you're falling out, some days I'm falling out a million times too. So meet yourself right there. One last breath. Work your twist. See if you can stay balanced on your right foot and unwind. Inhale. Low lunge all the way back as you exhale. Plank pose. Step your right foot back. Inhale and push the ground away. Lower down. Lift your heart, breathe in. And as you're ready to sit back and rest for a moment, child's pose. Couple grounding breaths. Open mouth sighs if you want. And then downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale your left leg high. Stay here and hold, or exhale left knee, right elbow, get as close as you can. Back up, breathe in. Left knee, left armpit, exhale. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Now everyone, last one, knee to your nose, so round your back, scoop out your belly, and softly step your left foot through. Low lunge, add a twist, right hand down, left arm up. So not a lot of weight in your right hand. Feel your strong legs, feel your connection to your center. You're gonna use that connection to your center. Keep your twist and slowly rise. Right arm forward, left arm back. Once you have risen, bend your back knee to a hover, or you can even set your back knee down gently. Now, left forearm across low back. Square your shoulders forward. Reach up. Puff up your chest, tilt your chin up, create a little back bend. Feel that long line from your right fingertips all the way down the front of your right hip. Breathe into that space. One more huge inhale. And right hand down, left hand down. Standing splits, lift your right leg up. So one-legged forward fold, neck is relaxed, head is heavy. Hug in with your left inner thigh. And make your right foot active in some way, so just feel your toes, wiggle them around, spread them out. Make sure your breath is there. One more big, huge inhale, lift, lengthen, And then step your right foot to the back of your mat once again. Once your right foot is at the back of your mat, pivot your right heel down. So your right foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Cartwheel your arms up. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Settle in. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Press into the outer edges of both feet. Front palm rotates up. Reach up and reach back. Lengthen through your left side. Breathe into your left side. Your right arm. Do whatever feels right with your right arm. Use it for support. Use it to take you deeper. Lots of options. Make sure your breath is there. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe and bend a little bit more. Last couple. We'll come back to a warrior 2. So back to warrior 2 and then set up your triangle. Straighten your front leg. Shorten your stance maybe just the slightest bit, not a lot. Remember that invisible rope is attached to the outside of your back hip and it's pulling back. As it pulls back, reach forward. It's like you're getting pulled in these opposite directions. And then just your arms change. Left hand towards the ground, right towards the sky. Everything stays open, your hips and your heart. Not a lot of weight in your left hand. Just there for support. So this is a wonderful place to stay. Stay here, breathe here. Or if you'd like a balance challenge, half moon, reach your left hand forward. Maybe you take a block with you. Float your back foot off the ground. Everything stays open. Your back leg is strong. Imagine your karate kicking with your back leg and it got frozen in space. Really strong and powerful. Everyone, front of your hips, front of your heart is wide open. Last couple breaths. We'll land in a warrior 2. So bend your front knee and see if you can land softly, maybe. And from warrior 2, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. So all of your toes face the long edge of your mat. Arms reach up, inhale. And then all the way down as you exhale, dive forward. Anywhere you want to go for a few rounds of breath. You can do what you did before, something completely different. Big, spacious breaths. Anytime you want, side out your mouth. Next time you breathe in, let's come to a halfway lift position. So fingertips on the ground, bend your knees if you need to. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. Then from low lunge, press firmly into left foot and rise all the way up, standing stack pose. So right knee lifts, arms reach. Hug in with your inner thighs, flex through your right toes. We're going to twist left arm forward, right arm back. Option to grab hold of your right leg. Option to press your right hand into your low back. Use that as leverage. If you want to, invitation to go for it. Grab your right foot and start to extend your right leg. Press through your heel. Only extend as much as you can without rounding your spine. Flex your toes back, squeeze your inner thighs, and work your twist from your center. Use your breath, maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Last couple of rounds. See if you can stay balanced on your left foot, maybe. And unwind, standing staff, inhale. Low lunge, slow motion, right toes all the way to the back of your mat, low lunge. Plank pose. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, lower, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift, open your heart. And take it back, child's pose. Give yourself just a moment here, resting, grounding, reconnecting. downward facing dog. All right, big inhale, right leg to the sky. Heel your right hip open, so bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. You can go back to your three-legged dog or invitation to move into fallen triangle. Extend your right leg through so you're on the outer edge of your right foot. Lift your left arm and reach. Press your hips up. Lots of length. Fallen triangle pose. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand down and inhale, unthread your right leg. So everyone three-legged dog, breathe in. Pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat. Set your body down gently. So if you want to, you can take this on your back or a seat instead, of course. Take your time to set yourself up so your right butt cheek is pulling back and up rather than just plopping down. And then bow forward. And breathe deeply. Big, spacious breaths. Send them down into your right hip. Be here for about 5 to 7 more. Soften through your face, unclench your jaw. Bottom of your next exhale, we're just gonna slowly find our way into a seat. So if you're in regular pigeon, you can lift your upper body and then just kind of ease your way onto your outer right butt cheek and swing your left leg around. So everybody find a seat, legs in front of you, give them a little shaky shake. We're gonna take a wide-legged straddle position actually, so I'll face you. You can use your mat like this if you want, doesn't matter. Just take your legs out nice and wide. If when you are in this position, you automatically feel like you're gonna fall backwards, roll backwards, put something under your butt. So lift your butt up and you wanna feel like you're on the front edge of your sit bones. So see if you can find the front edge of your sit bones, even if that means you bend your knees this much. Maybe bend your knees this much, totally fine. Press down through the backs of your heels, flex your toes back. Try to get onto the front edge of your sit bones. Reach your arms up. Inhale. If this is enough for you, maybe this is where you stay. Just try to reach up and get taller through your spine. Otherwise, reach your butt back, hinge at your hips, and dive down. So wide-legged forward fold. Press down through the backs of your heels. Press down through the backs of your thighs, or at least create that action. You might crawl your hands forward out in front of you. Relax your neck and breathe. Keep your toes flexed and active. Keep pressing actively through the backs of your heels. Your toes should not be rolling backward or forward. They should be pointing straight up. Try to squeeze the tops of your thighs, your quad muscles. Take about 3, 4, 5 more breaths, just allowing yourself to be with the discomfort of this pose. Or maybe it feels really good. Be with that too. Whatever you're feeling, just soak it in. Melt into it, melt around it. Last 2, 3 breaths. Good job. If you're folded forward, start to lift yourself back up, right? And then from here, soles of your feet together, knees wide, cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana. So feet together, knees wide. Same thing if you are already rolling backwards, sit up on top of a bolster or pillow or a blanket. So feet together, knees apart. I don't care how close to your body your feet are, just get them as close as you can without feeling like you're gonna roll over and rock or roll backwards. Grab the front of your ankles. See if you can feel the front edge of your sit bones. Pull your heart through. So pull your shoulders back, heart forward. Reach your heart forward, keep hinging, and then fold. Once you have let go, you can walk your hands forward out in front of you on the ground if you want to. So think of reaching your butt back rather than curling your tailbone under. Try to stick your butt out. Keep pressing your feet firmly together and keep breathing all the way down into low back, into hips, into groin. About 3-4 more breaths. So rather than getting into this pose and just holding your breath until it's over, be in the pose and take big deep breaths. Our breath is how we tell our body that it's okay. Not to freak out, not to tighten up, just be here and relax around it. Big, deep breaths, last couple. Good work. Bottom of your next exhale, roll up. Head can come up very last. And then we'll find our way back to down dog. So only if you want to, you can come with me. Lift your knees. Rock back onto your sit bones for boat pose, Navasana. So lift your legs out in front of you. You can have your knees bent. You can hold onto the backs of your thighs. You could extend your legs. You could extend your arms. You could use your arms behind you. So find your variation of boat. Stay here and hold for a few rounds or come with me. Inhale, high boat right here. Exhale, low boat. Everything hovers and squeezes. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lift, high boat. Exhale, lower, low boat. Hover, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, hover, squeeze. 2 more. Inhale, lift. High boat and low boat. Empty out, navel to spine. Last one. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Cross your ankles. Rock over your feet. Step or jump back if you want. Move through a vinyasa or skip it. See you in down dog. Once you're in down dog, Ujjayi breath, reconnect, fire it up a little bit longer. Stay with me. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Stay and hold if you want. Or left knee, I should say open your hip first. And then we'll move our left knee towards our right elbow. From here, fall in triangle, left leg extends. So come onto the outer edge of left foot. Lift your right arm and reach forward. Lift your hips, try to create lots of length, lots of space. Breathe, lift your hips even higher. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Unthread your left leg, 3-legged dog, breathe in. And then pigeon pose, left shin to the top of your mat. Come down gently. Left hip. It doesn't just plop down, pull it back and up. That invisible rope is pulling back and up as you take your heart forward and down. And then breathe. And of course, if you want to take this on your back or in a seat instead, always your choice. Exhale out your mouth anytime. Be here for about 5 more rounds. Last couple breaths, sigh out your mouth if you want to. And slowly, let's meet in a seated position. So start to find your way into a seat. Bring your legs in front of you, give them a little shake out. And this time, we're just gonna work with a regular seated forward fold. So legs extended forward. And once again, if you feel like you're gonna roll backwards, you look something like this when you're sitting down. Put something underneath your butt so you can get a head start. Try to get onto the front of your sit bones, front edge of your sit bones, even if that means you bend your knees this much. So you can have a huge bend in your knees. Once your spine's sitting up, spine lengthening on the front edge of your sit bones, press into the backs of your heels, flex your toes, pick your arms up. Inhale here. So already you can see my butt's reaching back, my heart's reaching forward. That's what I want you to do rather than this. All right, so when you're ready to start your dive, reach, reach, reach. I can't go very far, that's okay. I'm gonna grab my feet, you can grab wherever you can reach, and then just relax your neck. Keep working your butt back using your strong core. So it's like you're trying to reach your butt towards the back edge of your mat and you're trying to reach your heart past your knees. Don't let your toes roll out to both sides. Don't let them roll in. Keep them facing straight up and flexing back. Keep pressing through the back of your heels. Use your breath to dive a little deeper with every exhalation. So the inhales create more space. Exhales help you move into that space. Press down through the back of your heels and even try to press down through the backs of your thighs. Get your quad muscles, the front of your thighs to fire up. Last 3 breaths. Very end of your next exhalation, roll up ever so slowly. Head is the last thing to lift. All right, once you're sitting up again, you can bend your knees for a moment, bring your hands inside of your legs and grab the outer edges of your feet. So my knees are outside of my arms, you can see. I'm just gonna try first for a happy baby, balancing on my sit bones. And then if I can get that, here I am in happy baby, balancing on my sit bones. I'm gonna go for a wide-legged straddle, start to press out through my heels, continue to balance on my sit bones. Just play with it. Strong through your core, press through your heels, flex through your toes, balance on your sit bones. Try not to rock back and around, but lift up and lengthen. It's hard. Take one more big deep breath. And release, come all the way down onto your back, however you want to get there. And once you're on your back, just happy baby it out. So let your knees bend, rock side to side. Maybe you bow and arrow your legs, one extends as you pull the other in. Good job. And then just for a moment, full body stretch. Let go of your legs, arms long, legs long. And one more inhale, nice and long. And set up for a bridge pose, arms by your sides, feet on the ground with your knees bent. All of your toes face forward, feet about hips width distance apart. Make sure your ankles come straight down from your knees. Whenever you're ready, you guys know bridge, so just in your own time, find your way into your bridge pose and take about 5 rounds, whatever variation of bridge you feel like today. So maybe it's a restorative bridge with your block underneath you. Maybe you're interlacing your fingers. Maybe you're taking robot arms. Maybe you even feel like going into a full back bend, upward facing bow. Wherever you are, make sure your breath is there. Press through your heels and the inner edges of your feet especially. Hug an invisible yoga block with your inner thighs and press down through the back of your head so your chin tilts up just ever so slightly. Make sure your breath is moving all the way down into your low belly, about 2 or 3 more rounds. See if there's any more space you can create. Maybe lift just a little bit higher. And we'll come out of it together. So invitation, if you want to come out of it with me, stay in your bridge, but reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. So you have your fingers interlaced, work your hands out from under you, your shoulders out from under you, arms reach straight up. Inhale here, lift. And then exhale, super, super slowly lower your spine down one vertebra at a time. Once your spine is back on the ground, you're back in neutral. Tee out your arms. Bring your feet up to the width of your mat, but keep your knees bent and just take some windshield wipers side to side with your knees. Nice and slow. Slow, steady, mindful movement back and forth. Notice whatever's there, what feels good, what feels a little tight. Finish the round you're on, maybe take one more. And then eventually come into one more happy baby posture. So lift your feet, grab hold. Hold down with your arms, press up through your heels. Use your happy baby now to neutralize your spine. So rather than rounding your back, have the intention of pressing your tailbone towards the ground and drawing the backs of your shoulders towards the ground. After a few rounds in your happy baby, any other poses, any finishing movements that are calling to you, anything that your body wants, go there. In your next about 5 to 10 breaths, my friends, just find your way into your final relaxation. So as you settle in, I will read to you. This is one of my favorite poems by Maria Sabina. She's a Mexican medicine woman. Heal yourself with the light of the sun and the rays of the moon, with the sound of the river and the waterfall, with the swaying of the sea and the fluttering of the birds. Cure yourself with mint and neem and eucalyptus. Sweeten yourself with lavender, rosemary, and chamomile. Hug yourself with the cocoa bean and a hint of cinnamon. Put love in your tea instead of sugar and drink it while looking up at the stars. Heal yourself with the kisses that the wind gives you and the hugs of the rain. Stand strong with your bare feet on the ground and everything that is born from it. Be smarter every day by listening to your intuition and looking at the world through the eye of your forehead. Jump, dance, sing, so that you live happier. Heal yourself with beautiful love, and always remember, you are the medicine. So these last few moments, just let go. And just soak in everything it is to be you and to be alive and to feel. Just let it flow through. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. And just start to come back slowly. Wiggle fingers, toes. You give yourself a little temple massage, forehead massage. Sometimes I like to rub my hands together, build some heat in my palms, and then press my hands on my eyes. So as you're ready, just roll to either side, fetal position for a moment. And then ease your way up into seated meditation. And just bring your hands together at your heart once you are in your seat. And close your eyes, bow your head to your heart in acknowledgement. And just thank yourself. Feel into gratitude to yourself for showing up and taking time to be in your body, to connect with your body, to connect with your breath, to connect with yourself in a deeper way, in an intentional way. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. Okie dokie. Shank shoes. Love you guys. See you next Tuesday.
Have fun sailing.
Thanks,
Oh, I
Katie.
won't be going sailing until February.
What? Dang,
Yeah,
you
not
haven't
for a
think
while.
about it until then.
I just got excited because I never go on trips they're always retreats. So I'm just excited that I don't have to do anything. I don't have to,
That's
know.
great.
Have
I've sailed around the BVI's a couple of times.
you? I'm
Yeah,
so excited. This is the last sailing retreat or the last sailing trip. It's like I've done all the other places I want to do sailing except BVI. So I'm excited to do
yeah.
it.
Soggy
Check it out.
Dollar Bar.
Okay, I've heard. Thank
All
you
right.
guys. See
See ya.
ya. Have a
Bye.
good one.